There was a lot. And I'm ready to fight somebody. Ooh. Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush, back with another review, and this time it is for Sistas on BET. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so very much. And yes, let's get right into this episode because I don't think this review is going to take very long. We were literally only in traffic and at the hospital, okay? But I was so triggered watching this doggone episode. I don't know which one of these writers is responsible for this episode and why they would write it so flagrantly. But they did that, okay? And if they was trying to get under my skin, they did that. I mean, the threats of releasing George Floyd's killer didn't do nothing to me. The threats of everything that's going on in the country didn't do nothing to me. But what they did to my homegirl Karen tonight, honey, I'm ready to get in the street and protest. They ain't got a rise out of me all year until now. Why would they do this? And why would they write it this way? Listen, and I just from the previews, I know what they ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. So I'm just gonna go on and get into it. Okay, so we start out, we see Zach and Andy. They in the car. They still trying to get to the hospital. They can't get to the hospital. Traffic is bad. We then see Sabrina. She's in traffic as well, and she's on the phone with Maurice, and she's, venting to him about Rich and how dare he, all of these things, and she can't get nowhere either. Turns out Danny's behind her and blowing at her and cussing her out and didn't know that it was her. And so Danny gets out of the car just to let whoever it is in the car know that they can't drive. And it happens to be Sabrina. She's like, well, you never could drive. And so she went on, got back in the car. So everybody's stuck in traffic trying to get to the hospital. At the hospital, it is a disaster. We have Karen there, and she is going through it. Aaron's there. Miss Lisa's there. And, they're not getting any help from anyone. They've tried, it took forever to get her in the room last week. Now, this week, she's in the room, but she's just in the room. Nobody's checked on her or anything. And they finally get the doctor to come in. He's very dismissive as usual and basically tells her the things that she's experiencing is just child labor, and that's what it is. And it's going to be difficult, especially since you have twins with two different men. How's that going to make her labor difficult? Somebody please explain it to me. The fact that her baby's got different fathers has nothing to do with how hard her labor should be. Maybe how hard the upbringing is, because she got to, factor in two baby daddies for one set of kids. But what I'm saying is, how is that going to make her labor? Like, you just being like, it was like probably 5 times throughout the episode that I felt like somebody was supposed to put hands on him. Was it just me? Because I was definitely looking like somebody need to put hands on him. Like, why ain't nobody put hands on him yet? That's the part that's really not making no sense to me. Nobody's put hands on him. Okay, so, but moving right along, Karen is, her blood pressure's low. She's bleeding. She's nauseated, throwing up, not feeling well. She knows something is wrong. And she just can't get any assistance out of this doctor. This doctor is dismissing everything that she's saying. Now, Fatima's running around like a chicken with her head cut off, trying to figure out who she can get in this room to help Karen with her labor, because she knows something is wrong, because the girl ain't gonna just, look like this, be sweating like this, throwing up like this, feeling like this, if everything is okay. And, so eventually Fatima does track down another doctor and ask him, look, can you please go in here and check on my friend? She's bleeding. She's this, she that. Her blood pressure, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, yeah, I'll go check on her. And he checks real quick. He's like, hold on. Checks her temperature. She's definitely got a fever. And, he's like, we need to get an ultrasound in here. Like, go on and get the ultrasound. Why within 5 seconds the ultrasound machine was in the room? I was like, Now all of a sudden we can move with speed. Like now all of a sudden we can move with a purpose. Like, okay, thank you for bringing the ultrasound machine, but you could have brought this in here a long time ago. Why didn't you think of that, nurse? Listen. And so he does the ultrasound, and we hear one little weak heartbeat. I heard one little weak heartbeat. I ain't heard two different ones. I only heard one. And so he consulted with the nurse. He was like, let me go consult with Dr. Cruz. Dr. Cruz is the idiot that won't help Karen. And so he consulted with Dr. Cruz, and while he was consulting with Dr. Cruz, Sabrina, who had arrived at the hospital, she overheard their conversation. And their conversation was basically, what are you doing? This child is in here bleeding. Her blood pressure's low. We did an ultrasound. One of the babies ain't made it. She needs to have a C-section. Dr. Cruz like, no, she don't need to have no C-section. I think she's strong enough to have her babies vaginally. Dr. Todd was like, no. She can't have her babies vaginally because one of the babies is stillborn. That is going to cause her to possibly become sterile if the baby's in there for too long, and it's going to put the other baby at risk, and it's going to put her life at risk. She has to have an emergency C-section. He said, I'm the top doctor here. I'm her doctor. I make the decisions. You need to mind your own patients. Like, bro, you've got a Hippocratic oath that you took, or whatever you call it, some type of oath that says that you will do no harm and you will treat people. You are not treating Karen. You are treating her to your sarcasm, and that is not what she came to the hospital for. She came for treatment for labor and delivery, not your sarcasm. You can save it. Now, you lucky that this friend wasn't at that hospital, because, baby, you would not have made it. You would not have made it. I would have, yeah. DDT'd them. Yes, I would have. I'm not playing. We doing her like that. We sick of it. Sick of it, okay? And like, what really ticked me off though, when they examined her the first time, when the doctor examined her, he was like, she's about 6 centimeters. Baby, epidural is ordered at 4 centimeters. What are you doing talking about nausea medicine? I would have been like, nausea medicine? What about my epidural? What about my pain medicine? Like, I'm not, brother, listen. Yes, labor is supposed to be hard, but I'm not supposed to have to go through this without no medication. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up to have a natural birth. I did not. I signed up for drugs. Where are my drugs? Like, that's what I would have been on if I was Karen. Like, oh no, you don't. You're not gonna keep doing me, bro. That's what you're not gonna keep doing me. No, the way he's treated. Listen, I didn't like it. So, he did the ultrasound. He heard the one heartbeat. He talked to the doctor. The doctor was like, I ain't doing nothing about it. Sabrina ran back and told everybody. And, everybody, basically Andy and Danny and Sabrina and Fatima was all talking about it. And here comes Zach walking up. And he's like, what's going on? Everybody mute. What's going on? What's going on? And they was like, and they told him, one of the babies didn't make it. And right now, we don't know which baby it is that didn't make it. I honestly don't know which baby they're going to have survive this thing. It's really, really unfortunate. So when Sabrina told everybody what happened and told them that, Dr. Cruz was very dismissive and he's her doctor, so they wouldn't talk to the other doctor. They was like, look, what can we do? Because we cannot have anything happen to Karen. We need Karen alive. We need Karen to make it. We need these babies to make it if they can. And he was just like, she needs to formally request, a second opinion or a new doctor. And so they eventually got her to do that. And it was hard because it was like, what are you waiting on, girl? You should have asked for that 5 hours ago. As soon as he came in with that attitude, I'd have been like, he can't come here. He can't come back in here. She ain't got the right kind of advocates, because that's what it would have been messing with me. Like, oh no, he can't come back in here. Because if he come back here, I'm putting hands on him. Put hands and feet on him. 10 toes, 10 fingers. Yes, we're going to put all that on him. Now, send him back in here if you want to with that attitude. And I'll show you, yeah. Don't come back in here with that attitude. You stay on over. You tend to your other patients, okay? I don't want to see the likes of you anymore, sir. Yeah, so she eventually did ask for the new doctor, and he said that he was going to perform an emergency C-section on her because he was concerned about her blood pressure and concerned about the fetus that did not have a heartbeat. And so while he was going to get the equipment and everything, she asked for Aaron and her mother to leave, and she wanted to talk to Sabrina and Andy alone. And she was very weak. She was very tired. And she was just like, I knew it. I knew it. If something happens and there's a chance to save both babies and not me, you gotta save the babies. You gotta save the babies. You gotta save the babies. Take care of my babies. Take care of my babies. Now, I personally commend Karen for that decision, but I also feel like that is the most selfish decision that a mother can make, okay? I want to save my babies and I want to die. Like, let me die, let them live. No, honey, these your babies. You lay down and had these babies. You got to take care of these babies. How you just feel like you just going to die and leave your babies for somebody else to take care of? And you got a choice. No, honey, you need to stay here and take care of your own children that survive with you. That's not the way it should go. You should not just trust people to take care of your babies like that. You dead now. How you just going to trust somebody else to just take care of your babies? Like, no. Save me first. Because what are they without me? What are they without me? So save me first. That should be the logical thing that we do. You gotta save my babies. Girl. No, we're saving you, honey, because you're going to be here taking care of your baby. They didn't lay down and have that baby. You did. Twice. With two different menses. So, I don't know. Maybe y'all going to get on me for that, but I just feel like that's selfish to be like, I want y'all to take care of my babies and I'm going to die in peace. I want y'all to lose sleep at night. And I'm going to die in peace. I want y'all to waste y'all's PTO at work taking my babies to the doctor so I can die in peace. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I just feel like that's very, very, very selfish. So when the show went off, we did see Karen pass out, and Andy was screaming for someone to help, like, help now, get in here now. And it went off that way. I don't feel like Karen is going to pass away. He better not allow my friend Karen to pass away. And you know, friends, we go through stuff. Like, I definitely go through stuff with Karen. Like, sometimes we cool. A lot of times we not. Here lately, me and her been getting along real well. So I really feel protective of her. And I really feel like the friends that she had around her tonight really didn't stand up for her. I really feel like they should have laid hands, feet, elbows, knees, hips, everything on that doctor. Like, I just feel like everything should have been laid on that doctor by every one of those females. And I didn't see that happen. Even Zach had an opportunity. Even Aaron had an opportunity, and nobody put hands on that doctor. Like, I don't understand. Like, he got to learn. He gonna have to learn how to talk to people. He gonna have to learn how to take care of all patients. Like, no, So I just really don't feel like they stood up. And I feel like if it was Karen and it was any one of them that was in the hospital, Karen would have put out her strap and she would have shot somebody. She would bang, pew, pew. Yes, she would have. I really feel like Carrie would have. But, you know, they did not do that for her. So I don't know how she's going to feel when she comes to. Like, well, what? Okay, so that's the way the doctor treat me. What did y'all do, though? Like, but what did y'all do, though? Like, like, but what did y'all do, though, in defense of me, though? You know? That would definitely be my question, because I know y'all didn't let him talk to me crazy like that. I know y'all didn't were gonna let him try to make me deliver my babies vaginally. Y'all just gonna let that happen. I could have died. So we're gonna see next week exactly what's going on. We do see it's going to get super dramatic. I definitely cried a couple of times throughout this episode. I was extremely triggered, and I definitely wanted to go to the hospital and fight that doctor. I wanted to do it, but I decided that they were probably done filming a long time ago and it would be fruitless. So I'm just sitting here making this video instead. So that was pretty much the episode. It was very traumatic, like I said, and a lot of what we saw is stereotypical of what happens in emergency rooms on a regular basis, but I just don't know if it's that flagrant all the time with all patients. I can definitely see them, you know, discounting our symptoms. They do that a lot. Like I said in the last video, we do have a 3.5 times more rate. Our rate is 3.5 times higher than our white counterparts as far as, you know, maternal mortality rate. Just trying to deliver a baby, just us dying, just trying to deliver a baby. And it's because of doctors like Dr. Cruz, who discount our symptoms and our issues. And hopefully, you know, all those doctors like that, you know, they'll die a painful death, and, you know, no one will listen to them when they're in pain either, you know, because I do believe in karma, and I do believe, you know, you reap what you sow. And for any doctor that's like that, it's not going to end well for you. Yeah, you're going to be on an island somewhere, and you're going to decide to go swimming, and yeah, shark gonna get you. Yeah, take your leg. Yeah, something's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I ain't wishing it. I'm just letting you know that's how it works. That's how the universe works. What goes around comes around. You do harm comes to you. You do well comes to you. You know, you do bad comes to you. You do good comes to you. That's just how it is. I have a great relationship with karma because I don't do people bad. Like, I'm not out here in the universe messing over people. Me and karma are like this. I be waiting on it to come around. Give me what I gave you. Give me what I gave you. Give me what I gave you, universe. So I'm gonna cut out right there because I've been very wordy because, again, this was a very even kill episode that not a lot went on, but what did go on was very dramatic for me. So you got me tonight. So again, if you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so very much. And y'all liked it. I got my backdrop back. Are y'all happy? I am back to recording like normal. I might change this out though. But I miss my backdrop. So y'all miss my backdrops? I miss having my backdrop. I feel more professional again. So maybe that'll mean that I'll sit here and do more reviews. I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all want me to review, because I don't know at this point. I don't know. All right. And if you are not the subscribing type, you still got to the end of this video, and that's more than I can say for most people. So thank you. And that is my $5.02. Peace.